Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Low Budget LCS Season 7. My name is LaChance, and I am joined by the effervescent A Happy Dream. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. How are you doing, LaChance?
I'm doing good.
Sunday evening.
Oh, dude. First of all, what a way to spend a Sunday evening. We've done a lot of casts together, but I'm most excited for this one because I don't think we've done an opening day cast. So this is our equivalent to shooting off fireworks and having a parade. But super excited to kick things off here. My day was good. I spent 4.5 hours in a line trying to get my internet working again. We went to a in-person Xfinity store. We were led to believe that we were supposed to be there. Waited in line, got all the way to the front. They helped us out, went home, started setting up the new modem. I've got an Ethernet cord now. It's very exciting. Hopefully the stream won't crash. And then it turned out...
Were you Wi-Fi before?
I was Wi-Fi this whole time.
Oh,
I've been... I didn't know it was bad.
Now why it keeps going down.
I didn't know that it was bad. I learned on Wednesday that I wasn't supposed to be streaming on Wi-Fi. But
yeah.
Okay, we got the invite coming in here. Yeah, Praetorians. First of all, I'll see all you guys in chat. Thank you for showing up. Praetorians in chat saying, LaChance legit didn't know what Ethernet was until 2 days ago. That's not really an exaggeration. That's just what happened. All right, I'm shooting you an invite. Oh my God. Listen, we're here to learn and live and love. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, Praetorian was all right. Yes, thank you, Coach Stolid. Ethernet was invented in 2022. I think we all know that. Praetorian was super nice. I went live on Discord on my phone and I lifted up a cord and I was like, hey, is this an ether cord, man? And he was super nice. He walked me through it. He didn't make me feel incredibly ashamed, even though I should be. And let it be known, I am. Elvatrina says it's a miracle. He knows how to turn the computer on, to be honest. And that's true. It's 100% true. So let's set the scene as one does when they are about to embark on an epic. This is an executive game. This is the highest possible tier that is available to the low budget LCS. We have got Couch Gaming Sword versus CryptoWitch Esports. This is in Group A. If you've been watching the low budget LCS for a while, you will know that we've got a new... Ooh, here we go. We got the spectator link here. We've got a new format. But that's not all we have. Let me put in this. What's the Twitch link? Oh, of course. Let's pass along the Twitch link here to our good friends in the game. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, all right. It was a race, and I lost. Okay. So this year we are doing a loses the pants. There we go. A Happy Dream using his admin power as well. Oh shit! Shots fired! TTTI'd 20. I don't know if people can read what's going on in the lobby chat, but it's very entertaining. Okay, so new setup for the low budget LCS. We are doing a Worlds format this season. Super fun. We've got groups that are going to be playing each other throughout the regular season. It is going to blossom into a beautiful playoffs tournament, and it's going to be a good old time. But that's not the only new thing here at the LBLCS. We also, for the first time ever, are proud to announce that we have a sponsor. That's fucking right, guys. It actually happened. I'm just as surprised as you are. And our sponsor, we are going to be using right now. Ladies and gentlemen, proud to introduce ProComp's newest sponsor / partner of the low budget LCS. This is a drafting tool that can be used alongside your client, and as you draft, it'll give you IRL information. We're gonna walk you through it as we use it. I see high budget, woo, not low budget anymore, are we? It is medium budget. So, ooh, that is not the right link to put in. Hold on. And you guys get to come along this journey with us as we learn how to do our jobs. Okay, all right, we put the draft code in. If anything seems wrong on the stream, it's not a bit. It's because I did something wrong, and let me know.
So as you can see, this application works with both ProDraft and DraftLol. And hopefully, as our players are drafting their champs, you'll get to see the matchup analysis in the middle change and the different metrics that this app allows you as a team to see in the game. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I think this is it's new for me. I'm just excited. I got a little rundown before. I'm at the edge of my seat.
God.
Second Christmas, honestly.
It is a second Christmas. Second Christmas always comes on January 9th. I think we all know that to be true.
Yeah.
Once they start drafting, so it's always going to refer to, our team and enemy team, just because, well, in theory, you too at home can use this. That's right. If you like what you see here, you can go down and click a button that is in our bio. We actually have a promotion code. Oh my God, I'm tickled pink to actually be able to say this. There is a promo code for the low budget LCS. It is LBLCS25 for 25% off. There's also a free week if you want to check it out. And there's a version that you can just use. So please take a peek. And as soon as these guys kick off the draft, we're going to see things start to change here on our screen. Okay, yes. Go. Perfect. All right, so first bin, TF.
Okay, so I think one thing that's pretty cool about having the league start at this time is the season just started.
Yes.
And there's really not many pro games to go off of, so the meta should be pretty open. Mm-hmm. It might look more like solo queue rather than competitive. We'll have to see. For those of us who are new to Amateur League or new to LBLCS, usually what happens is teams like to default to more of like a scaling strategy. So, you have the mage mid, AD carry bot, tank top, all that good stuff. This season, Riot actually put systems in place to promote that type of play, with the objective bounties helping you come back if you fall behind in gold, and also buffing the tank items and giving the mage items a little bit more love. So we'll have to see what happens. There are some mage champs that are quite strong even in solo queue right now, but looks like they're going to first pick Hecarim here.
So this is how
pretty strong.
Yeah, so as you pick champions, as you can see in the middle of the screen here, it's going to give you the matchup analysis. It's broken it up into 4 parts. You got the team comp summary, the scaling, main attribute scores, and then it's going to give you warnings. I think this is actually a really cool part of this app, because it's kind of stuff that I forget to pay attention to, but I'm also usually not in charge of drafting. So it'll give you little tips and tricks. Like if you don't have a front line yet, it's going to suggest that you have a front line. So we'll see how it plays out. Immediately locking in Jinx, you see the scaling for red side just skyrocket into infinity.
So Jinx coming in. So both teams are not drafting necessarily like any flex picks or specific picks that we consider like turbo broken. But one thing that is fun about drafting is you can see where teams' priorities lie. So CG Sword, as I'll be real, I don't know these teams as much. I know we're
gonna do a lot of learning today.
We are like beginning of the season. It's been busy, so it's hard to study every team. But when a team like first picks a champ like Hecarim, that means either one, both teams play it and they want to take this away, or two, CG Sword thinks this is a very high priority pick. In their mind is one of the strongest champs on the patch, or one of the strongest champs for them as a team, like comfort wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So pretty cool. Seraphine coming in as well. Oh, we didn't get to see this because the app, when we looked it over earlier, LeChance, it didn't really tell us. But I like next to each champ, it actually says where they could go based like their position. You see?
Totally. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like based on the map position or if it's based on like from left to right. If it's like play rate, maybe.
Oh,
we'll have
interesting.
To see.
Yeah,
Could
yeah,
be
yeah.
both. Because obviously, like mid jungle or mid bot carry and support are all like, that's the order.
Right.
So they're gonna go set blind here. Set pretty good blind, but CryptoWitch Esports gets to take the Lulu. So they have Jinx Lulu, which is a pretty powerful combination.
Right.
I think most of us have played against Hyper Carry plus Lulu. It's very strong, and you can see on the scaling graph, it's still shooting straight up.
Right.
They have the late game insurance. So we'll have to see what they end up drafting for their solo lanes. And then CG Sword potentially has some options. Seraphine is a champ that we have seen bot lane in both positions. Recently, we don't actually see Seraphine that much, but I do know that Seraphine plus champs like Sona or Lux is somewhat strong.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can see potential double enchanter bot lane with Hecarim might be pretty powerful.
I just actually saw that. I was just watching my friends play a game and saw a Seraphine absolutely pop off in the, I guess, traditional AD carry. I guess they were the APC of the game. So definitely an opportunity.
A lot of mid lane bans too, if we notice. Both teams are like hard targeting mid lane.
Yeah.
4 mid lane bans. Aurelia obviously can go both lanes, but also is pretty strong mid. And then Talon can be mid, usually is jungler nowadays. And on the other side, they have Victor Vex, LeBlanc, and Auction, which is also a mid lane flex. So pretty heavy targeting on the mid lane pool. Both teams showing a lot of respect.
Mm-hmm.
So also that means both these mids are going to have to dive deep into their champ pools to play something.
Comfy Gaming is on the blue side. CryptoWitch is on the red side. You are right about that. And Olnanen brings up a good point. We're on the honor system for this game until we can get the stream set up. We did not think about the idea that that the warnings are just out there. But these are two very skilled teams, so I trust in their ability to overcome.
Oh, I see. Write that down. You know, look at the stream.
Right. Exactly.
I think also in the future, maybe we can have the names above each team side.
100%. Yes. Yeah.
They will know.
Yeah. No. That's
so they're gonna go with Azir here, and then Corki. Okay. So both team comps coming in. I am interested to see how these teams will play out. I feel like I did like CryptoWitch Esports a lot more.
Sure.
But I'm not I feel like their team is quite like almost might be too heavy on the scaling.
Sure.
And they're gonna have an issue starting fights.
Mm-hmm.
So without the like the go button of like hard engage, it's pretty difficult. Like it's gonna really just depend on them like either running at them or looking for a pick.
Yeah.
And then Comfy Gaming Sword does have an easier way to start fights, but I also think as a collective, their champs maybe don't synergize quite as well with each other.
Sure. Sure.
I'm not a huge fan of Kai'Sa with like a champ like Seraphine. I think Kai'Sa really thrives when she can have like the hard CC setup champ to enable her to get the plasma stacks and really get the early game burst. If not, her lane phase is like pretty non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
And then Azir is okay right now, but Corki is quite strong, and I think just handshaking mid might be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do like is the set into Hecarim. Now, normally Set is a champ that thrives in like if they do have a front line like Mundo,
Yeah.
he can just like RKO them into the back line and get a massive slow and get the massive stun on everyone. Now Mundo does have the luxury of like you have to break his CC passive in order to do that to him.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's not going to be easy for them to do that. So we'll have to see how this plays out. It will be interesting. I think both teams might struggle to get things going, but if Comfy Gaming's Sword can get ahead in some capacity, then I think they'll have an easier time getting things started. Just in the nature of like Hecarim can run at them real quick, and then press the R button. So we'll have to see.
We absolutely
but
will.
Yeah.
Speaking of seeing, I do want to show you the other thing that I wasn't able to show you last time because we didn't have a full game drafted out. I'm going to click on this show summary button, and this is what I was talking about, that it gives you a summary of the draft that you guys just went through. So obviously you can see on the blue side, looks at the team composition analysis and says, all right, your game style, you're roughly engage, right? On the enemy team, well, they're not really anybody's enemy right now, not our enemy, but it says protect for that. So it gives you a little summarization of that, breaks down the analysis, and then we also have team insights. So, all right, let's see this right here. So once again,
This picture is Ornn in the app. It's pretty funny.
Scaling, very even. Talks about Herald priority, Drake priority, ganking guidelines, and then goes into lane insights, which I really like this because it doesn't just talk about the lane matchups themselves, but it also discusses and takes into account the 2v2s and the 3v3s that you might have in different parts of the map.
So interesting.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does have the picture. The picture for Kai'Sa is Ornn. Yes.
Based on our app, it said that in all three lanes, the red team, CryptoWitch, Esports, it has the advantage.
Yeah.
Which I think I would agree with. I don't know the Mundo Set matchup well enough, but
sure.
Apparently Mundo beats Set, maybe based on like just the data. And then also Hecarim is weak. So according to this data, CryptoWitch should have a massive advantage in terms of his position, positional, advantage. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Definitely not.
This, by the way, people, this is them picking in client. So it's picked up that we're in the client. You can use a draft code if you want, but also if you're just in the client at all, it's gonna immediately link up and start grabbing the champs. I'm curious if Kai'Sa becomes Ornn again, though. We'll see if we can get a repeat.
Kai'Sa, I think, was Kai'Sa in this part, but it was when you switched over.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Maybe they're just giving a shout out to like the cinematic.
Hey, maybe.
Because like Ornn is the theme of that, I'm pretty sure. He was making the sword.
I just got a message from the ProCounts guys. They said, we'll fix the Kai'Sa thing. Smiley face, but...
That's pretty funny. And for what it's worth, guys, if you are new and maybe you are not totally confident in your team's ability to draft or identify win conditions, this is when a program like this is really helpful. Just being able to see like, okay, well, based on the data, like how our matchup's going to play or where should we put our focus,
right?
And then using a tool like this also should help you as a team just get better at like making a more well-rounded comp or drafting better champs against opponents, comfort picks, for instance. Also, you could totally use this to just like mock draft. If you're like trying to practice and you want to know like, okay, this is the comp that we plan on running against them, and we're thinking like this is what the other team's gonna pick based on like their most played whatever. You do a little draft with your with your team on a draft roll or pro draft, and then you can see it will tell you like, oh, how awesome is this, or not how awesome, sorry. It will tell you like, oh, how will this play out based on what the data says, based on maybe our preconceived ideas of how the comp will play out, and then you can maybe like tweak it. So just to give it some thought, guys. Also remember, if you do download it and you want to use the discount code, it is low budget, or LBLCS 25 or low budget LCS.
LBLCS 25. If you go down into the little area below the screen, there should be a nice little picture for you to click on, which will be helpful for you. Also, speaking of mock drafting, there is a comp builder in this as well.
Perfect.
So I can click over to that right now, and you can see this is also another pretty cool feature. You can click on the different kinds of attributes that you'd like in the champions that you're looking for. So you can see it broken up into the like must-have and the good-to-have, engage, pick, protect, siege, and split. We're going to be with these guys all season, so we're going to keep diving into features from game to game. But something we didn't even touch on is that this program also suggests certain... Kabas, you're lovely. Also suggests champions. So you can put in your champion pool, and it'll give you suggestions weighted on that priority at all. I have got to do some shout-outs to people because we've been getting so many followers. Subscribers or followers here. So real quick, let me just say to The Gills, Krusty Krab, Don Me Too Dior. Oh, I'm going to mess all these up. This is a really good one. Skiddly Nips, Fate in Blood, Disguised
Skiddly
Monkey.
Nips.
Skiddly Nips. You know him, you love him. Billabang TV and N Mahoda Yahya, which I slaughtered that. Thank you all for being the newest investors in the low budget LCS. We will see you at the board meetings in Vermont at the Denny's. You got to go around back, talk to our buddy Todd. He's the assistant manager. He'll let you in. Pancakes aren't us.
I was going to ask that too. Is the caster compliment for you, or is it supposed to be like?
Oh no, I didn't even see.
To be like,
Kabas.
Supposed to.
The caster compliment is for the person.
You're so kind.
It's not for
that
me.
You redeemed it to compliment us.
That is really not.
Well,
that is true.
Not me. So I'll give you a compliment.
A happy dream is a lovely human being, though.
I'll give you a compliment.
Kabas.
You're a kind, pure soul, and I hope you thrive in life. You know.
Dude, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. A happy dream. Just.
Also, sorry if I am. I won't be on the top of my game, guys. I was sick this week, but it wasn't COVID. That was cool.
That's good, man.
Yeah, it wasn't COVID.
Yeah, that's where we are. Oh, we've got 36 seconds before we go in. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Oh, Kabas. I also just want to say, Kabas, you know you're fucking awesome. Kabas has done a number of organized League of Legends things and done some great casting, and you are also a pleasure to cast with. PC Jackie Boy redeems a caster. Jackie Boy, oh my God. First of all, don't let this kid play Thresh. He's one of the best Thresh players I've ever seen. He rolls in, plays in one of the lowest leagues in the low-budget LCS, scares the hell out of everyone. I had to lane against that guy.
My dreams happy. I was going to say something, a backhanded compliment to you.
Do it.
Well, to him.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh. Okay. Well, I forgot it because I'm just so touched by him. Because I thought he was redeeming it, and I was like, oh, now's my chance to say something mean. But then, T. Schmidt 542.
Oh my God, T. Schmidt.
I appreciate. You are better than the other 551 T. Schmidts. You're my favorite of the bunch.
Yeah, the other ones suck.
I don't know if they don't all suck, but they're just like they're kind of meh, you know?
Right.
Mid.
Did I get this right? They're on the right sides of the screen. Yes. Oh my God. Beautiful.
Oh my god.
That hardly ever has happened.
That's Ethernet diff.
That is
right
Ethernet diff. Yes. Even though you guys were razzing me for learning what Ethernet was basically today, I am glad to have it. Yeah, PC Praetorian. Jack was so good, he went from Thresh in the lowest division to Thresh in the highest division. That's 100% true. And T. Schmidt, you're wonderful. This is going to be your first season with us, and I personally am so excited to have you here. I am a Suckfest fan, and I want that to be known.
Never underestimate.
Hey, Ram Cannon. Thank you
PC
so much for the
Ram
Prime
Cannon
sub.
subscribed with Prime. Nice. Good job.
Beautiful. Here's what we're also going to start doing as things occur to us. I'm definitely going to write down pro comps sort of thoughts on how the lanes go and try and remember how it goes throughout the game. We'll do that for next game. Dark Sky 2345, thank you so much for being the newest investor in low budget LCS. Happy to have you here. We'll see you at the board meetings. Who PC Rev Cannon? Oh, all right. Okay, the stream didn't crash. That's huge. That's normally when it would
crash. A little odd.
It is. Is it also inky blackness for you as well?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a metaphor. Maybe
I think
we're
it's
supposed
just like
to
a
learn
reflection of today's political climate and kind of the
Wow, dude.
yeah.
No, that's
kind of where
deep.
we're going as a country if you really think about it.
Wow.
That's why I just play video games to distract myself from like the cold march till my untimely demise.
And yet here it is, the visage,
Visage. It's like a Rorschach test, but
yes.
all I see is Omicron, you know?
Oh my god. Once again, guys, welcome to the low budget LCS. We're here to, cheer you up.
All I hear are two sexy ADCs.
Ooh.
I'm not ADC, but thank you.
What position are you playing this time?
I'm playing mid lane again.
Ooh. You excited to be there?
I'm just gonna go for clips this year.
I love
Twitter
it.
clips. Put me on the clips channel.
Yeah, you got to DM me when you're about to make a really cool play.
You got to restart it because it's a glitch. It's been a bug for a few patches now.
Oh, we have to restart the client?
Probably just the spectator. I'm gonna try.
All right.
Oh, never mind. I exited out and it just kicked me all the way out.
I'm also going to try that. T. Schmidt says, I came here for an existential crisis, and you did not disappoint. All right, let's try this again. Let's see if this works. Oh, no. Are you friends with I?
No.
Hilarious.
I'll just spectate through your
Yes.
Discord, I think.
Perfect. All right. Thanks for coming on this journey with us, folks. Here we go. TTT I-20. He is our point for this one.
Just like the actual LCS, we also experience technical difficulties due to Riot's inability to make a stable client.
Yes. What happens at the very top affects us here in the low budget.
It's trickle-down fuckery, if you know what I mean.
It is. It truly is. Luffy93 says, weird that Kaisa is live streaming that game.
That's not weird at all.
No.
A lot of players in the LBLCS will actually stream their games, most with a delay of some sorts.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
If you want to put it on the Discord stream, then I can watch the not have a slight delay.
Yes. Let me do that real quick. Folks, thanks so much.
Maybe I can spectate through you. Give me a sec.
I don't
I'm gonna try that
think
really quick.
I think I tried to do that in a similar crisis. Oh boy. I mean, listen, once again, low budget LCS, it's not a bit. It's a promise. Where are we? I need to see that. All right. Okay.
No delay then. Well, that's on him.
Yeah, that's it's their choice. But either way, here we are. Who's that? PPS delivery service that came here. Good. All right, we are in game. We've missed the first 3 minutes, but no kills have happened, so we can only assume that it was casual laning all the live long day. Happy Dream, what are we seeing here? What do you think's going on? And most importantly, I'm going to steal a trick from Kabos if you're still here, man. What? Oh my god, hold on. Azir's going to go in right here. Ignite gets dropped. It's ticking down, and First Blood goes over to Soul. All right, we showed up just in time, guys.
I don't know if Corki was expecting that.
Yeah.
The Ignite on the Azir. Also, with Electrocute, he has a decent amount of early game burst.
We got another fight happening right up here in the top lane. Hecarim coming in. Does not go for the tower dive. They're going to clear this wave and then make a decision.
I'm very surprised Hecarim opted not to. Oh.
Okay.
DC. Maybe there'll be a pause.
We'll see. In the total of all, we'll do some quick rules here. Okay, wonderful. In the total of the series, you're allowed. Each team is allowed 15 minutes of pause time, and if you need it, you need it, and that's what it's there for. The only rules are: don't pause when a fight is like actively happening, and that was followed here. So First Blood in the mid lane, CS wise, it's looking pretty close in all lanes here. Kai'Sa a little bit behind. Let's talk about this mid lane matchup. You are a mid laner by trade. Azir into Corki. What do you think?
This is the all-time classic, Corki Azir. It is a matchup that basically flip-flops based on like how strong the champs are at the time. So right now, I would say it's probably a little Corki favored. Azir, definitely not the strongest champ. Still can be good, and if you are proficient at him, you can make him work. We saw, as you just saw, Soul get a First Blood. So definitely is good. Corki, eventually what happens is he outscales the Azir with his range.
Sure.
And then they both are very like strong hyperscaling champs, but Corki can poke him out. While Azir likes to set, Azir's whole thing is like kind of not having to move too much in team fights, like setting up the soldiers and then dealing damage. I will say the Azir getting the early lead, the First Blood, will be very beneficial to him. Obviously, like he'll be able to potentially get priority in this lane and bully Corki out. Corki's damage is pretty low until 2, but mostly 3 items is when he hits that break point.
Sure.
So yeah, and I do expect Kai'Sa to fall behind in this lane.
Okay.
Especially versus the Jinx, Lulu. Like we kind of alluded to earlier, Kai'Sa does thrive with like the hard CC engaged type champions that can apply the plasma passive to give her some more burst damage.
Sure.
And help her like set up the ISO Q with the W. So for a while, she will be pretty unmatched. In fact, I expect Jinx to just be more useful than Kai'Sa
just
for the
flat
majority
out
of this game.
Sure. You think it's...
Yeah, so Kai'Sa will probably go the AP build. That's been pretty popular recently, where you go like the Muramana with Nashor's Tooth, and then you get the Crown Shattered Queen, and you're like
then you
able
just
to
rock people with W's.
Yeah, and your W has like no cooldown if you hit it, and it's very strong.
Sure.
But with a Lulu, I think Jinx will just probably be more useful.
Okay.
And for those of us who are new, whatever team I deem to win will always lose.
100%.
That's how it works.
This is just...
So my money would be on the red team based on the comp.
Oh my god, if there is a moderator or somebody who can set it up, definitely set up a prediction. We totally forgot to do that. We're 100% going to do it for the next game.
Praetorian did it.
Praetorian did it? God bless
Someone
you, Praetorian.
did it, yeah.
Well done. Ooh, the boss. Here we go. Mundo set, facing off 2 big fists, but Mundo might have it. A great flash. Cuts the vision right. Hold on. Let's see if he gets... Oh my god! Gets it with the final bit of damage right there. An excellent kill from Set. God, that flash to cut vision was inspired. Well done.
Yeah, he actually had a ward on him, so he had the vision. He just, I think, needed to be patient. It also is just hard to know when to set W. It was a good all-in from Yeezus there, because he saw that, like, okay, well, he doesn't have the W. I can probably win. But then when it came back up, he was trying to set himself up to snipe him out with the cleaver.
Yeah.
But Mundo's cleaver actually does less damage based on how much health they are. It is current health damage amplifier. Sure. So the higher health they are, the more damage it will do. So he might have not even been able to kill Set with this regen. But it was well played for sure from the Boz 800, and that was another kill going over to the blue team. And now blue team will be getting the dragon here. The first drag is the Chemtech dragon, so we won't have the Chemtech map, thankfully.
You're not a fan of just invisibility all over the place?
So maybe it will be better now that they added like the random scrying orbs outside of the jungle, you know?
Right.
But the map is very one-sided.
Ooh, we might be having a gank up here. Viego, okay, Mundo starting this fight off. Viego actually gets level 6 right here. Set drops the ult, but will it be enough? His health is dropping, and there it is. Last auto attack. They feed the kill to Viego. Very, very clean from CryptoWitch.
It's definitely who you want to have the gold on, and Viego getting, or Set not able to convert. If he was able to hit the W, maybe. Ooh.
Yeah, Jinx is looking incredibly low right here. And look at Hecarim coming around here.
Potentially.
Yep. All right, they're in
vision. He is spotted out, though.
Yeah,
so they're
Jinx is just going to back off.
But they are going to still lose a lot. Like, the thing is even if you don't get a kill off stuff like this, just denying the experience and the gold on the wave is really good.
Yeah.
It's almost as good as getting a kill, you know.
Yeah, no. Force
but
tempo play.
The Chemtech map is very one-sided. So, you know, the Soul's pretty good for sure. Like it's definitely like a game ender. But I think one reason.
Hey, we might get a repeat gank up here. Set's really feeling himself. Okay. Obviously he knows Viego's here as well. This is the 1v2. The ult gets dropped. Okay, that's going to be Set dropping again. Clearly they've got a plan. They're just going to run that play back and back and back.
Yeah, really good on CryptoWitch's jungler to identify like, okay, I need to help Mundo out, and also the Boz kind of feeling himself. He knows that he can definitely win in a straight 1v1, so he's not really respecting the jungle at all there.
Yeah.
It is also one of those things where it can be risky. Like, if the jungle just ganks you, a lot of times you assume, oh, he was just top. All his top camps are gone. He will go to the bot side of the map and get his camps. But because of the zoning of the bot lane off the tower, Viego probably assumed, okay, he might have taken my bot camp, so I'm just going to run top here and get another gank. And it worked out.
Right.
And it's great. Viego getting 2 kills is good because he's kind of like the bridge champ for this comp. While the rest of the champs scale very well, Mundo and Viego are the ones who will kind of get them through the mid game. So them getting gold is huge.
And they were 300 gold down. Hold on, Kaisa maybe trying to start something right here. Great pair of Jinx traps. Stops Ide right in their tracks right there. They were 300 gold down. Now they're 300 gold up. Now they're even. It's 2-2. Obviously, we've got those Drake stats out, but CryptoWitch definitely doing a good job at making proactive plays to get them back in the game here. Little bit of a CS difference in the mid lane. Once again, I'm going to defer to your expertise. Oh, hold on. Unless we've got a fight happening. ARC Yeezus. No, he's just going to grab some minions. And who can blame him? They give a good amount of money.
Well, like we said, Azir, although Corki outscales Azir definitely has the advantage early. So him having a slight CS lead, and also just the fact that he got that kill. Ooh, goes for the package. Not able to get him to bounce to the other side, but Azir also just having the dash can kind of get away from that.
Right.
But the package was more picked up to secure the Herald. As you saw, he sat with that. You don't want to fight it into the Corki package. You are expected to give up the Herald.
What do you think the best lane to drop that Herald into is? Where are we going to see Viego roam?
I don't think any of them matter that much. So maybe he'll just go give it to either mid or bot for the scaling.
Sure.
Ideally, like you'd want to break open.
He's wrapping around right now. Viego's getting question mark pinged. Comfy Sword does see him. They're gonna back off.
A little 1v1.
Yes, indeed. Back to the top lane right here. Let's see if anything comes of it. That's the Mundo ult. Let's see if he's got the damage. There's the ult by Set, but it's just gonna get him some distance away. Set might be rethinking this 1v1 right now.
Set opting for the lethal tempo, said the Conqueror. I do like lethal tempo a lot, but I feel like maybe it would be better if he was going towards like a Blade of the Ruined King or something and just for the straight 1v1 pressure, and then into like something tankier. Because with the Gore Drinker, I assume he's going, the attack speed won't matter as much.
Okay, Set's clearly looking for something here. W from Corky. He's going to get the distance he needs to get safely out. Dragon is spawning in 2 seconds. And it appears that Comfy Sword is going to be the team to get the inside track here. And CryptoWitch says, whatever. There,
and he doesn't get much off of it, but he is here to secure the second dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to get the turret top because of it.
Ooh, Mountain Soul.
And here's the thing. They don't really care on the side of the red team if the enemy team gets a couple dragons, because they know, like, we outscale them.
Sure.
So if we just get to even our ahead gold come late game, or the third or fourth drag, we should win.
Yeah.
Also, they rolled the mountain drag, which is probably the best drag for red to, besides maybe Cloud. Like, they don't really care if they have, 200 extra health.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Did the stream crash?
No, I think that was the spectator client, or was it the stream?
Says I'm connected to the internet. Can people hear us?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, all right. Oh, flash forward. Okay, Set the target of another fight right here, but Hecarim, his buddy, is going to show up, and there goes the Mundo. Yeezus taken down. Okay, Hecarim drops his ult. No Plato Stare. Gonna see if he can do the 2v1. Gets over the wall. Is it enough? Yes, it is. All right, if people can hear us, definitely let us know, because our spectator...
Stream open on my other screen. It's working. Just I think
wonderful.
It was the spectator client, just like randomly glitched for a sec.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, the
Stream
Ethernet's holding
down.
up. It turns out Ethernet is real.
Yeah.
All right,
but as I was saying, they don't really care if they have 200 more health from the Mountain Soul. Like,
sure.
So if they're just gonna win team fights regardless, they don't really care. So yeah.
Excellency, Esports said, did I join the stream at the wrong time? No. It turns out it wasn't you. There's just an old curse on the low budget LCS, but we've done everything we can
I think it was you. Did it happen when you joined?
It did. He showed up and the stream was frozen right there. Hold on, we got a fight up here in the top lane. This is going to be a 2v1. No honorable 1v1s in the top lane, not for the rest of the game. Set falls once again to Viego's Ghostly Blade.
Yeah, was just farming Set up here.
Yeah, all 3 kills. On to Set.
Needs to be a little more cautious, because giving Viego all this gold for free, and then also in return letting Mundo basically get back.
Oh, Azir going for something tricky right here. Good flash, good W. The Ignite, I don't think is going to be enough. Let's see if Azir has anything else. Up their sleeves.
Okay. He is greeting this a bit. Azir for sure could maybe look for something.
Great CC from Seraphine right there. Might still be caught out. Viego
Viego
still absolutely wants this. The exhaust comes down, but Oathbringer might be in trouble here. Okay, Rocket misses. Let's see, he really wants this. Kai'Sa does come in, gets the heal. Oathbringer still falls anyways. That's the Lulu ult. This is now a 2v3. I think Hecarim and Kai'Sa are definitely going to have to back off here.
Viego is quite strong right now. Because of all the early game gold he got, he's already on his Mythic. He also got plate gold from the Herald. So he is very strong.
So is Viego just going to run away with this game? Like, is that what it seems like is starting to happen right now? Or is there still time to turn the ship around?
It's definitely, like, still doable. I think the more the concern is the Viego might be strong enough to just bridge his team into the late game,
Sure.
Because as soon as Jinx and Corky get 2 items each, I think the game will probably be over.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Azir's going to go in.
Very hard to touch them.
Just get a little bit of friendly damage. Drop down. Low budget LCS says Viego is a hunk. Well, you're not wrong. No one here is going to argue.
A hottie for sure.
He's a hottie with a body. A ghost. Is he a ghost or a vampire?
He is a ghost.
Or is he just gray? Hold on. Azir in a little bit of trouble right here. He's stunned. There goes the ult. Oh my god, he's slippery. It's a slippery bird. It's like a duck. Okay, Hecarim versus Mundo up here, but this is going to be a 3v1. Azir is actually going to show up, but might be on the wrong side of the fight because, yes, CryptoWitch is coming in force. Azir falls down. That's the Set ult and the flash over the wall. Oh, these tricksters. Good way to evade the fight. Hecarim is also just going to run back to friendly territory. Doesn't want any of that smoke right now. Oh, he could be a Wraith, T. Schmidt. So
he is like not alive or dead or whatever on the lore, right? He's like got stabbed, but he was in the waters that like heal you.
Okay. Sort of their version of the River Styx.
Ruination. Oh. Then one like poorly written visual novel later. He's trapped or whatever. What a disappointment.
Poor Viego.
This is a character, but they just fucked it up.
Well, we'll see what they do in the anime. Great play from CryptoWitch right here. Good use of the Herald. The team really flowing together here. It looks like they're going to get a second charge off as well and use this as an opportunity to get the inside track onto Dragon. This could be the first Dragon that Comfy Gaming Sword drops, which is something that you talked about before, Happy Dream. You said that CryptoWitch didn't care if they drop a couple of Dragons, and it certainly seems that way, and they're going to pick up this third one and delay Soul for quite a bit.
Yeah, if Comfy Gaming Sword was able to potentially like not lose all the gold in the top lane, then it definitely could be an issue. But like we said, just them getting to this point, I mean, Viego being this strong is definitely what's allowing them to scale.
Right.
Corky is on his Muramana. He's working towards the Ravenous Hydra, so he's going like the poke build, which I actually agree with. They don't have a super long range comp on the side of Comfy Gaming Sword, so him able to like poke people out with his rockets and then Jinx to clean up is probably the end of the game. Boss Guy says, "Is CryptoWitch get 4 bounds? The game is over 100%. I would say they don't even need that for the game to be over 100%. I would say if CG Sword cannot get something going here, the game might just be over regardless."
And Yarrow Bloom says, "Oh, how the turntables turn."
Oh, how the turntables. I always appreciate a Office reference.
Yeah, right? Look at this. Mundo lying in wait, watching as Hecarim clears this Gromp. Goes for the steal, misses it, but a good attempt. If you've got an ability, toss it out there. See if you hit someone. Someone or something. All right, they are 3K down. Sword has got to start looking for opportunities to slash back and bring themselves back into this game. So tell me a story, a Happy Dream. Tell me a story of a Happy Dream. What's the fairy tale moment? How does Sword get back into this game against a team that is going to be scaling better than them?
The concern is that with the Corky package being up for each dragon, they're going to have to, like, they don't want to fight into that.
Sure.
So their best bet is either to try to get a pick before the dragon and then force the dragon right away, or maybe even trade a Baron for drag. But it's definitely not looking good. Like I said, they don't. Their go button is Hecarim, but Hecarim going so far ahead of his team, he will most likely just die. So we'll have to see if they're able to like set themselves up for some sort of pick. But if CryptoWitch can just play the game out, you know, competently and play it out where they aren't letting them spin
Azir gonna drop the tower, but this is definitely gonna be a dive. Let's see, the teleport comes down. A great ult from Azir. Now it's a 3v2. Let's see if they can make something out of this. This could be the pick that you were just talking about, but it's a Mundo, and the man is just so tanky, and here comes the rest of CryptoWitch now. Okay, Rocket goes wide. Let's see if they can actually pull off this tower dive. CryptoWitch has a lot of damage. That's the Lulu ult right there. Hecarim trying his best to lure them into the turret, and Kaisa dives in deep, and health bars are dropping low, but they live. Now they've actually got a chance to maybe refute the rest of this dive, but CryptoWitch wants it badly, and they're walking up, pushing them off. They're going to take the tower, take the ward. Oh, good flash from Azir. Whew, felt that one.
I would definitely love to see the Viego buffer using his ult to dodge the Azir ult, because you can like buffer it to dodge in that situation, and then that would have been like even more clean. But as you can see, even with them like committing pretty hard for Azir, not getting him, and all the TPs come in, there's just no like good way of them like starting or getting onto them or starting a fight or picking them off.
Sure.
And then they're just getting like blasted by Jinx and Corky, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely not looking good.
That was definitely a rough situation. Jinx Rockets there were just causing havoc.
Yeah, and Jinx is only on one item right now. Same with Corki. As soon as they get to their 2 to 3 item spikes, like
It's
that
trouble
damage
town.
is going to stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the synergy between Corki with Jinx in terms of like Corki able to deal the damage and Jinx to clean them up and get the resets on top of Viego resets is going to be really nice in the late game. Yeah, this is one of those games where if you are CG Sword, your goal isn't so much to like scale along with them. Your goal is to like win the early game.
Sure.
And that they just weren't able to do that. And that's in part maybe based on their own strategy, but also on CryptoWitch playing safe and understanding their win condition. As you see, like they are down in CS, and 2 of their bot lane and mid lane were down in CS.
Yeah.
Top lane was definitely down before Viego. So they knew that like if I don't throw the game early, then we should outscale here. And that seems to be what's happening.
Totally. CryptoWitch definitely playing incredibly intentionally. We saw how much effort was put into repeatedly ganking the top lane. And now another dragon coming up. I don't know if Sword is in a position to contest this. It certainly doesn't look like they're going to make any movements towards it. Ah, nice.
No, they're not. And
Jinx rocket just to check the Baron. I love that.
yeah, and this is why Corki is so strong in these amateur leagues.
Sure.
And even in I expect to see him in pro play just based on his like current strength, but the package, you can just sync it with the dragon timer. So
Yeah.
it gets to a point that if you're in this commanding lead like they're in, it's really hard to fight into the package, right? So
Yeah.
if Corki just picks it up. Okay, Corki picked up package. As soon as dragon spawn, we cannot fight it anymore.
Right.
And that's just going to happen every time for the rest of the game. So the only way to circumvent that is to get a pick or to potentially trade. But it looked like CryptoWitch is aware of that, like you saw, like the Jinx rocket to check. And Corki was also hovering kind of like between the Dragon and the Baron.
Yeah.
Because if they do go for that desperation play, Corki can either like suicide or just go for the like potential stop using the package.
That was a big cleaver.
So yeah, that's the full health cleaver damage, you know?
Yeah, the
Quite
turntables
strong.
have turned indeed. Yeah, I mean, I think that definitely... Oh, he grabbed that? Yeah, looks like Sword was able to grab it with a very cheeky smite right there. Let's see if he can get out.
Viego wasted his ult. This might be worth, like, trying to look for something.
Another friend.
Yeah, this might be
If
the
Viego,
opportunity for
he
them
pinged
to
it
be able
out.
to...
See, he's like, okay, there's no Corki package. Viego doesn't have R.
Right. Now's the time to
which
fight.
doesn't matter that much, but it does matter in the way that, like, it is something, right?
Right.
It's a little advantage.
No, totally. And you got to take everything you can get when you're in a situation like this. Oof. I'd in a rough spot right here against the Mundo. And they're just going to start this Baron. CryptoWitch are just going to blow through it. And it looks like Sword is walking up. Maybe they're going to be able to stop this. Let's see. They've always got Seraphine ult, right? One of an incredibly powerful ability, okay? Corki in the back of the pit right here taking some damage. But Lulu absolutely able to shield him and heal him up a little bit. Let's see if they do anything with the Baron. They're going to back off. It's going to regen. The play has been stopped for now, but I don't think there's anything to stop CryptoWitch from just running back if they want to. Hold on.
It definitely is risky for them to start the Baron.
Yeah.
Like, that is a way they potentially can lose the game. But then, like, starting it like that and then backing off is totally fine. Because eventually, it will be good for them.
Right. And they're testing the waters. They're testing I've been watching a lot of historical YouTube videos about old sieges. And, you know, typically you sally forth and test the defenses of the town that you're sieging. See what they can do. You're going to lose a few men, but that's all right. And just like this, they're going to lose a little bit of health, but they're going to see how Sword can respond. And it's certainly the right thing to do. But good on Sword for being in the right place at the right time. Clearly, both teams know exactly what's going on. This is a Baron dance, albeit at a higher level than one I've ever done. Both teams...
That is the best way to defeat the killbots, too. Just sending wave after wave of your own men. They have a predetermined kill count, you see. The best way to defeat them is to outsmart them, actually.
Brilliant, brilliant.
That's for Bistro Mathematics in the chat.
No, you gotta listen. What would it be if you were not having a conversation with one singular person in the crowd? Kabas says, some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And boy, howdy, if that...
Mick subscribed at tier 1.
Oh, shit.
For 11 months. Wow.
Oh, my
10
God,
months,
man.
Almost a year.
Thank you so much for being with us for such a long time. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Sentimental Lol. Sentiment Lol? You're going to have to help me pronounce that at some point. But thank you so much for the follow, being the newest investor in the low-budget LCS. We'll see you at the board meetings in Vermont at the Denny's. You got to go around back, talk to our buddy Todd. He's the assistant manager. He'll let you in. Pancakes are on us. And there's also another person that followed, but I can't see their name because I looked too late.
Wire.
Thank you to you as well.
Wire. Thank you.
You are valued, even when we can't see your name.
Yeah, less than the other guy, though, because we can see his name.
Right. Well,
So.
also, yes, that too. But, oh, hold on. We've got to fight the boss right here against Yeezus. A
Oh
good
my God,
flash
he's
away.
just
Oh, my God. The Mundo
beating
is
his
so
ass.
big. Using the ult to try and get some distance. He's just got to punch it out. But it's not enough. The purple man's muscles are too big. My God.
he
Hold on. Hold
just,
on. His team's not going to let him go out like that. They done did him dirty, but now they're back for vengeance. The smite comes out, and yes, the rest of the team is coming. A teleport coming through. This is going to be Corky, and Azir Tower is going to be dropped. They're going to turn this into something right here. This could be the pick that they want. They're not going to go quietly into the night. They're going to make something happen, and let's see. Oh, Mundo able to make it. Oh, the flash forward. Oh, TTT I-20 starting a highlight reel right away, and no better way to start a highlight reel than the caster mispronouncing your name. Okay,
Right
hold on.
before the dragon, too. That's bait.
It is!
What they needed.
Oh my God, things could be coming up. Sword. Let's see what they can do here. Kaisa grabbing the fruit. They're going to start up this dragon. This would put them onto Soul Point, which is exactly where they want to be. Is Smite up? Maybe. A better caster would be able to look and focus on the fight, but that's not me. Here we go.
Yeah.
Diego backing off. Okay, not able to go over the wall. It's going invisible. A teleport coming through. Smite down. Oh my God! CryptoWitch fucking steals it! Flashes over the wall! This man's insane! Oh my God, this is why you don't let undead wraiths near your dragon! He might die for it, but he is gonna cackle the whole way home. Let's see if he can get out. A great escape. No. You're not going anywhere. But he wasted their time. Oh my God! No puede ser! I almost certainly said that wrong as well, but still! Oh!
Very big play by the Viego to
Yes!
salvage a pretty flubbed play on the side of CryptoWitch, but now this is what they have to do. They have to go for the Baron here.
They do. This is the play
the
now.
only opportunity
Diego's
they're gonna have
dead.
in the game.
That's a lot of money down. Maybe they can salvage the situation. But Corky's coming around back. Health bars are dropping so low. Oh my goodness. They come in out of the Corky. They actually slap him down. Exhaust has been dropped onto Mundo, but now Jinx, the fight has been split. Azir versus the Mundo. It's just not going to happen. And now it's just Hecarim left. Wait, no, Set is somewhere on the map. Now it's just Set left. It's just the boss, and he is going to go down last but not least. And CryptoWitch will turn to the Baron. The long fought over, the long contested, but finally, CryptoWitch will break down the walls and complete the siege. Oh my God.
That's just like a testament to the way these comps play out. Like, even down their most fed member, they just run over them effortlessly.
And kudos to Sword for immediately turning onto the Corky. Immediately, they blew him up, burst him. He was out of the fight, but still too much damage had been taken right there. It was a bad time for me to take a sip of tea, but it was an excellent fight.
I mean, they knew they had to go for that. That is like their last. That's the only chance they have.
Yeah, no.
Jungler down, you have to go for the Baron there. It was the correct call. It's just at this point, it doesn't matter. And also, they're getting the magic debuff from the Baron, and Corky just like, even though Corky kind of died and got caught out of the side, he was able to get a ton of damage down by just firing rockets in there. And that's kind of the power of this poke build.
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets the Ludens, this build will be online. And
Oh, Hecarim ult has to be used to just live at this point. That's when you know you're in a rough position.
This is a best of 3, right?
This is a best of 3. Also, I saw that you sounded it out for me and that it is Spanish, and I appreciate that. I'm going to practice my Spanish now. Sentimiento.
Miento.
Sentimiento. All right. I was never good at learning languages, but for you, I will try. Yes, so it is a best of 3. We'll see what happens. This was just the top laners brawling it out once again. It went Set's way for a long time, but they just turned the match on its head. Okay, back to this classic siege. They've got Baron-empowered minions. This tower's got less than a quarter left of health. If they just, rinse and repeat, throwing waves into this tower, they are going to be able to crack the base. We're at 30 minutes, and a lot of times when you're behind, you say, hey, we scale, let's just take some time. But we know that time is not on the side of Sword right now. Oh, wow, just look at that damage. Set's going to try to go for the 1v1 against the Viego. Let's see what he can get done. He gets him low, but it's just not enough. And at this moment, it looks like CryptoWitch has turned the tide. They were down in the beginning, but they played smart. They played safe. They played some beautiful League of Legends, and it looks like in this best of 3, they're likely going to take game 1, but they're not going to go quietly into the night. Once again, Seraphine drops the ult. Actually, a lot of health bars dropping quite low, but a Lulu ult is going to put a stop to that, and it's just TTV odd 20 banging away on this Mundo. Just seeing how much damage. It's like you get into practice mode. You put up the dummy. You see what you can do. But there it is. CryptoWitch Esports is going to take game 1 in this best of 3 series. Congrats to them. Oh my God, what a game.
First of all, the team that I said won actually won, which is crazy.
That is a first.
It's not a first, but
that is not a first. That is, I don't mean to mischaracterize your accomplishments.
That is not in my favor.
Certainly.
I will say, that is kind of what we said at the beginning. There was unless the CG Sword could get something going, they really didn't have many options. And just like our fancy app told us, the scaling was definitely on the side of the red team.
Our fancy app did tell us that the scaling was on the side of the red team.
And the red team played their comp safe enough that they didn't really need to take any risk, and because of that, they won.
100%.
And so I will say, there are definitely things that both teams could do better.
Sure.
Blue team for sure really needed to try their best. Set needs to respect the jungler a lot more and not feed so much gold over. Viego getting, I would say the big reason that game went as well as it did for red team is Viego was able to get his head as he did. He's kind of was that bridge champion for them.
Yeah.
And I do think that this is definitely a trap some teams fall into, but you definitely want to make sure you have a way to start fights. The lack of hard engage from both teams made it that whatever team was able to stabilize would probably win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the scaling, I think just the overall how do you say it? The comp that the overall the words escape me. Well-roundedness. However well-rounded the comp on the red team was, though.
You nailed it, man.
Jinx, Lulu, Corki, the Mundo front line with Viego kind of going the off tank. Their comp was just almost like a better version. So definitely something that Sword can look at and be like, okay, well, what did we like about our comp, and what do we think we need to improve on, and where were we lacking, and think about it for the next draft.
Right. Speaking of the next draft, I'm going to stream this again for you.
Well, I'm in it now. Oh wait, you're on the. I see what you're talking about. Never mind.
ProComps, absolutely.
Yeah.
Click over to this. So I'm so sorry. I was doing stream things. Did you already address what you think can be done to sort of alleviate some of the potential gaps in the draft? Do you think that was just a maybe not necessarily a draft diff, but it was just that the strategy of Couch Gaming Sword wasn't able to be pulled off, and then it was just not ipso facto over? We saw that heartbreaking but beautiful comeback play where they caught the Corki and then proceeded to take out 2 more members, and then just that crazy steal from Viego. that kind of put a stop to it all.
I would definitely go as far to say it was draft diff that game for sure. I just think the red team had like a better version of the blue team's comp. I definitely think you just want to have more synergy. If I was being harsh, I would say the Seraphine pick was pretty bad. Maybe it was comfort. But then I wouldn't pair it with Kai'Sa. I would pair it with something that maybe is a little more lane dominant, like Caitlyn or something, and you can potentially have like a lane to play through. Kai'Sa does not, like I said, Kai'Sa is not very good early, but her like she can be good with the correct support. So you're either like, but when you pick both those champs, they don't synergize well, so they're not helping each other out as much as they could be. So that's the biggest change I would look at is the bot lane. Every other lane was fine, I think. And then actually on the red team, I definitely think the one thing I would be somewhat careful of is not having any engage to start fights, you know? Because if they were more even in that game, or even if they're behind and they're going to that third dragon, like what can they do to start a fight, you know?
Yeah.
What can they do to like get things going? And they didn't really have any way to do that because it got to the point where the blue team had to always come into them. They're chilling and they don't really care. So we're getting into the draft now.
Oh, and I'm going to hand out the schmeckles as well. And I'll set up the prediction after. And also really quickly, Luffy93, thank you so much for being the newest investment low budget LCS. If that is a One Piece reference, I love you, man. All right, sorry, carry on.
I was just saying they're getting to the draft now. And they opted to ban the Viego this time on Sword. Again, he did have a good game, but he could play a lot of junglers and do what he did. That was more on the fact that he played around Set not having vision and was able to get in there and do some damage. So we'll have to see what they opt into now. They did drop the first draft. They did drop a Volley Bear ban. Wait, never mind. That was the other team. They did drop a... What was it? TF. So maybe they'll get their Twisted Fate. We'll have to see.
So I think the Procons right now, this is actually on our end. We don't have the we didn't update right before this, which is 100% our bad. So I'm going to exit out of it and open back up real quick. Ignore the stuff that you see behind the curtain here.
For everyone else watching, Crypto, they first picked Tom Kench and Sword responded with Jinx Hecarim. And now Crypto is second picking Senna and then going Graves. So they have Tom Kench, Senna, Graves as their first three picks, while Sword took away the Jinx but is sticking with the Hecarim. Makes sense. They picked Hecarim pretty early in the last draft, which again kind of tells us as the viewers, oh, that means that they like this Hecarim and they really, you know, this is a high priority pick. Now they're going Yuumi. Interesting.
This is what you come to the stream for, the audio only. Hold on, here we go. Hey, what's up? We back. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, snap. All right. Please carry on. Please carry on. This looks interesting. And on the left side is CryptoWitch, and on the right side is Comfy Sword Gaming. Next time we will have their names up there, and it'll look great. Oh, Don Meteor says has redeemed Takes Two to Tango, which is, of course, taking a drink of whatever we're drinking. And tonight, that's water.
I have water as well. Sword going for the Scion this time. And it looks like Crypto is going Corky, and they're going to reveal their last pick here, which will put their comp together. I assume they're going to go... It could be Senna 80 carry or support. Maybe even Tom Kench Senna. That was a thing. It's not as good, obviously, with Tom Kench Devour only being on his ult.
Sure.
So they're going to go Set, maybe. We'll see if this gets locked in.
Lethal Temple set. Does it do better early or later on? I haven't seen it before. What do you think about that?
I assume it's better early, but I also am not versed on Lethal Tempo set. I know a lot of people are just using Lethal Tempo early game. Just early game, I mean, like attack speed is really good, right? But if you're not building a ton of AD, then the value you get from attack speed is less. They go with the Wukong. Could be Senna Wukong, could be Senna Tahm Kench, we don't know. And Cassiopeia. Okay.
All right. Very, very interesting. So once again, we've got actually no,
Blue
sorry.
team is CryptoWitch.
Yes.
And the red team is CG Sword.
And last time around, here, let's glance at these. Oh, am I streaming this to you? Hold on, let me get this to you. A happy dream. Let's take a look at this summary. So last time we had CryptoWitch with the team that scaled a little harder. So now it's saying that CryptoWitch has got more of a split comp, and we've got a protect comp out of Comfy Sword, which is interesting because last time it was saying that CryptoWitch was the one with the protect comp, and they won. So maybe Comfy Sword has taken a page out of that notebook, and now this game, CryptoWitch is the one who's projected to win early, and scaling is in favor of Comfy Gaming Sword. What do you think about that? How does that play to your ears? Excellent. See Esports real quick. This is Pro Comps. These are our sponsors of this season. If you guys are interested in trying this out, we have one, you can just download it from their website. Just look up Pro Comps. Two, if you are so interested, we have a 25% off code that you can use down below in the doobly-doo. And yeah, it's a cool ass service. We're checking it out. Back to you. My apologies.
Oh, you're fine. So the app is saying, I think it thinks that Corki will go bot and Senna will go mid. Mm-hmm. I think it's the other way around. So I'm not entirely sure the matchups here.
Sure.
I think Yuumi is for sure pretty strong with the Hecarim. But in lane, I don't know if I would say Yuumi Jinx is like necessarily a good lane. What does balanced pick mean? It's saying there's synergy. So balanced pick, I think, means like it's like good. It's not like too scaling or too aggressive early. And what does it say when two champs have anti-synergy? Anti-synergy, that means that they don't work well together. So
the thing he's saying, but does it say when two champs have anti-synergy? That's a great question. I don't 100% know that, but we'll see.
So the last time when we had Kai'Sa, Seraphine, which aren't, I wouldn't say are anti-synergy champs, but they don't synergize well, it did say that. It did say they would be weak in lane.
Also, for what it's worth, we're going to see them pick it in the right order right now because they're just doing the draft again in client. But you can reorder the champions around. So if you were in a position where you weren't sure where something was going to go, you could just say, you know what, it's actually going to be Cassiopeia top. We're going to put Cass in the top lane, and then it will adjust. Oh, shit. Pro Comps, first time chat from viewer. You can reorder the team in the left in the summary page. 100%. Excellent.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does. Where have I heard that before? Okay, anyways, how do you think that Comfy Sword Gaming has done drafting themselves a composition to potentially come back and win game 2?
I do like this comp a lot more than I did the last one, for sure.
Sure.
Again, I'm not entirely sure I like Jinx with the Yuumi, but I don't know how that matchup goes into Senna plus Wukong. So, again, this is like something I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
But normally, Yuumi does mean that you're like trading some level of lane pressure for the scaling. But the scaling on both teams, again, is pretty comparable. I don't really know who I would pick, actually. I think they're both pretty similar. The advantage Corky does have in the late game,
Yeah.
if he goes the poke build, is that he can outrange Cassiopeia and poke her out. That's like one of her big weaknesses. She's traditionally not very good at champs like Seraph or like us. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Graves for sure, I think outscales Hecarim, and it's just good into Hecarim regardless. Like he'll try to pick fights.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. It should be an interesting game. We'll see it play out. The one thing I will be looking at is the Corky player. I'm gonna mispronounce your name, so I'm just gonna call you the Corky player. I will say he needs to definitely be more respectful to one, the laner. He did die early to a first blood last game, and with his positioning, although his team was in a position to win, if the game's closer like that and you're playing a champ like Corky who is supposed to be like constantly dealing the rocket damage, you know, and you die off early, you definitely can be a detriment to your team. So hopefully he can position a little differently and be that deciding factor. But again, if Comfy Gaming Sword can get to a point where they are ahead or stabilized, the Yuumi plus Hecarim combo might just be a terror. If Hecarim gets going and Yuumi can stick on him, then Senna, Corky, these champs are going to have a very hard time living. So we'll have to see.
Girele says, from my Google Translate, how big is that Tom? I'm assuming referring to the Tom Kench. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big old catfish, and
Tom Kench Devour definitely can be useful to prevent Senna and or Corky from dying to that Hecarim engage, so we'll have to see. I do think Tom Kench, although he's pretty strong in lane, I think champs like Cyan traditionally are like pretty good into him. Because they're not like trying to fight him, they don't care, they're just going to like scale and get big.
Sure. Yeah. PPS delivery service says, but they might have a counter engage depths. Oh, blue teams carry scaling, of course, gives red range issues, but they might have a counter exchange. Interesting. Oh, rescued also, you're a gem. You're fantastic.
Yeah, you're a gem.
I saw you said some very lovely things.
Love you too, all that good stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Also, you should download the app. It is super useful and cool. Look at it.
And it's purple.
Yeah.
So
it's my favorite color, actually.
Damn straight. Hot damn. Thank you, Ram Cannon. We're going to do predictions right now. We're going to see what you guys think. And we'll remember what Procom said as well. So last game, they were right. Here we are coming into game 2. Of course, we can all defy fate if we try hard enough. See. / prediction. See, purple best color. All right, start prediction. All right, so CryptoWitch is blue. Which Esports is blue, and then Comfy Sword Gaming. We'll give you all 5 minutes to think about this. Who will win game 2? Question mark. Start prediction. Got it. There we go. And just in time, as we're about to switch over. Missed last game. Did Corky look really broken? I'm going to let you answer that, A Happy Dream. What did you think of Corky?
Corky looked decent, but definitely could be better with more items, right? He only like had just reached the 3rd item when the game ended. So warning. Yuumi counters Tom Kench.
I love that. Yeah, I want to see a lot of those things as we continue to use this service. Oh my God. I love Crime City Graves. I think that's a fantastic skin. What a powerful mustache. Doesn't seem like
Definitely
a cigar.
One of his, definitely a top tier skin.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Hard to get Yuumi Lane, Yarrow Bloom. Okay, yeah, so we have a Wukong in the bot lane. Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
all right.
Wukong Senna was... Oh, I think we got that bug, by
Did
the
we
way.
get the bug again? Again, folks? Twice? 2 in a row?
Is this just gonna be a thing, I guess?
Are we lucky or unlucky? I just don't know. Okay. We're gonna have this fixed in a hot second. Leave. Mafia grades can never change my mind. Totally fair. Wow. All right. Well, the first 3 minutes of all of these games will remain a mystery. We're nothing if not consistent. We're consistently inconsistent. And I think that that's valuable. All right, here we go. I'm just going to stream it to you again.
Sounds like a plan.
Because I now possess the power of Ethernet. Previously a lost technology. Lost to me, not to anybody else. Okay. Got to do these things one at a time, otherwise my computer will explode. See if this works. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. This is against all odds. This is working.
Oh.
Okay. Does that work for you?
Yep.
And we're right here. Oh no. there's a lot of early stuff happening. We're speeding up. Okay, here we go. Objective timers, time controls. Bam! Once again. Oh, hold on. Is it working on stream is the real question. Do you mind peeking over? Doesn't look good for me.
No, it's not working for me on stream. It's
No!
frozen.
Can people hear us?
I'm not sure.
Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Got the best aim in the spirit world.
Can hear 100%. Okay, let's just try this again. Let's see if this works. Come on, baby. It's like watching your neighbor try and yeah, this is League just being a weirdo. We had that glitch before and now we've got this one as well. Oh no, is it really gonna do this? Uh-oh. It's like trying to start an old diesel lawnmower is what it feels like. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. This one, I believe, is not my fault, which I'm pretty happy about. Dang. All right, so we can be heard, but they can't see. Yeah, foolish sucker. League 2020. Oh, the dark, inky abyss. I know. What did we expect? All right, let's see. You know, there are technical admins, ones that have great prowess with technology. I am not one of those. I do a different job. All right. They have signed. The game is already over. Okay. That's not working. Good. You guys all heard that there was a first blood. All right. Well,
another mid lane solo kill for those of us wondering.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the worst. We're gonna do the worst option here. Oh god damn! Ida's doing some really cool stuff right now. Damn, that's a cool fight. Okay, we are going to restart the stream. That's right. Nobody wants to do it, but it's got to be done. So we will be right back after this literal break.